Today we're going to talk about automotive chemicals. This aisle is an important profit center for every store. With your help, customers today are purchasing an increasing variety of chemical products to remedy their car's ailments and to improve both performance and efficiency. As you can see, there are lots of choices and customers will often need your help in picking the right products. It's easier to learn what they do if we break them down into some logical subcategories. These include fuel system treatments, functional fluids such as brake and power steering fluid, oil additives, and finally engine treatments. Let's start with fuel system treatments, which are designed to be poured directly into the vehicle's gas tank. In general, fuel system treatments should make a car run more smoothly, more efficiently, and with better performance. You'll find that nearly all your customers are concerned about increasing their fuel economy because they would like to spend less money on gas. A great way to increase a customer's mileage is to recommend that they clean, protect, and maintain their vehicle's fuel system with a good treatment on a regular basis. The fuel system is made up of the following components: gas tank, fuel lines, fuel injectors or carburetors, fuel intake valves, and finally the combustion chamber. All these areas are subject to buildup of carbon, dirt, metal particles, and other deposits over prolonged periods of use. Also, it's good to be familiar with some of the frequently asked questions we get from customers about these products. The first one is, do I really need this, and what results will I see? Essentially, the customer is asking if these products really work. The answer is yes. Manufacturers wouldn't be making them, and we wouldn't be selling them if they didn't. Point out to your customers that a clean fuel system can help reduce the need for higher octane gasoline, help eliminate rough idle, lower harmful emission, help restore lost performance, eliminate hesitation and knocking, and reduce hard starting. Most people also ask us, how often do I need it and how do I use it? Typically, you'd want to recommend starting out with a complete fuel system treatment or cleaner to clean the entire fuel system. This should be done once or twice a year depending on driving habits. We also recommend that customers use a super concentrated fuel injector cleaner at each oil change to keep their fuel system clean. In some areas, using a gas treatment can help eliminate moisture and harmful contaminants in the fuel system too. We recommend adding all fuel system treatments to the gas tank just prior to fill-up to ensure the best mixing. Now, when a customer invests extra money in a product you recommended, it's natural that they'll want some reassurance it'll get results. So they'll often ask you something like, how do I know this product is really working? Tell your customers not to expect immediate improvement as they start the car right after adding the fuel system treatment. As they run on that treated tank of gasoline, however, the chemical will slowly remove the power-robbing deposits from the car's fuel system. It may take the entire tank to produce the desired results. Functional fluids, like brake fluid and power steering fluid, are not much of a mystery. They're also not optional. A vehicle's braking and power steering system won't operate without them. So they're relatively easy to sell as long as you know the basics and you can ask your customers the right questions. Brake fluid provides hydraulic pressure needed to activate brake calipers and stop the car. It's that simple. Brake fluid is regulated by the Department of Transportation, or DOT, and has 3 classifications: .3, .4, and .5. Your vehicle's owner's manual will inform you what type of fluid the vehicle needs. You can use .4 in place of .3, but you cannot use .3 when .4 is required. .5 uses a silicone-based fluid and is not compatible with either .3 or .4. Our synthetic brake fluid is compatible with either .3 or .4. Again, make sure your customer has checked the owner's manual. You should know that brake fluid attracts moisture from the air, which reduces its ability to perform under high temperature conditions. Since brake fluid attracts moisture, it should be changed every 2 years or 24,000 miles unless the owner's manual states differently. Even brake fluid sitting on the shelf in your garage will attract moisture. So if it's more than 2 years old, or if the cap has been left off the bottle, don't use it. These products can be used to either top off your brake fluid reservoir when it's getting low, or for complete refill. The customer's owner's manual should have instructions for replacing the brake fluid. When working with brake fluid, it's a good idea to cover exposed paint areas of the car. Both .3 and .4 are glycol-based fluids and can remove surface paint. Finally, it's good to know the difference between .3 and .4 fluids. .4 has higher wet and dry boiling points than .3. Higher boiling points will keep the brake fluid from vaporizing. Brake fluid vaporization can lead to brake system failure, especially during extreme braking conditions and times of high humidity. Another non-optional functional fluid is for power steering. Like brake fluid, power steering fluid provides hydraulic pressure, in this case the pressure necessary to turn the car's wheels. Power steering simply won't work without it. We sell several brands, both regular and synthetic. The differences are primarily related to additives they contain, which do things like prevent corrosion and wear, stop leaks and squealing, and recondition seals on older vehicles. The labels generally spell out what the various products can do. Whatever you recommend, always follow one simple rule. Be sure to select a product that meets the vehicle's manufacturer specification. Again, it's always wise to ask your customer to check the owner's manual for the vehicle. Honda cars, for example, require unique fluid for their power steering system. So, if your customer drives one of these, it's important to use the Honda fluid. Regardless of the brand used, your customer should pour it directly into the vehicle's power steering fluid reservoir. Add fluid whenever the reservoir is low, anytime the steering wheel feels jerky or stiff, or of course, if the system is leaking. Our next chemical subcategory, oil additives, refer to products that solve common crankcase problems like leaking oil, thickening oil, burning oil, and the buildup of dirt and deposits in the crankcase that can cause excessive engine wear. Here are a variety of reasons to use oil additives. Many will help clean your engine, providing extra detergents to dissolve particles. Some additives help older, worn engines to burn less oil and reduce annoying smoke. Nearly all of these products will reduce friction. Many claim to actually improve compression by rejuvenating leaking seals and gaskets. Most of these oil additives will help restore at least some lost horsepower, particularly in older engines. Some will enhance viscosity, causing oil to thicken, reducing burning. And most all oil additives claim to help protect your engine from excessive wear. To decide which product is right for your customer, read the labels. Recommend a product that describes the problem your customer vehicle has and claims to provide a solution. It's that simple. Normally, oil additives are poured into the crankcase at each oil change, substituting them for an equal volume of regular motor oil. Some additives can be used to top off the system between oil changes. Engine treatments are used to modify the composition of an oil to provide extra engine protection. They are added to the crankcase during an oil change just like oil additives, and they do have some of the same effects, but there's an important difference. Engine treatments are used primarily to protect the metal parts of the engine by one method or another. They all reduce friction and wear by chemically coating or otherwise altering the surface of the metal part they come in contact with. Slick 50, for example, contains Teflon, TFE, the same stuff that keeps eggs from sticking to the frying pan. You put just one quart in the crankcase every 50,000 miles, and it coats the metal parts, making them slip and slide more easily over each other for a long time. That product has a long track record of great results. Prolong advertises itself as a metal treatment and specifically says it is not an oil additive. A number of top racing drivers recommend their products. And Z-Max Power System calls itself a micro-lubricating oil with micromolecules that actually soak into the porous surface of the metal parts, lowering wear on such components as valve stems and piston rings. It also claims to improve fuel efficiency as much as 7%. While all engine treatments we sell are a little bit different, the results are generally this: a smoother running engine that lasts longer, starts more easily, and needs less service. These are generally very good products. If a car is older, an engine treatment can improve performance and maybe add some time to its expected useful life. If a car is nearly new, starting it out with a good engine treatment can help deliver amazingly long engine service. Some products have documented this into the hundreds of thousands of miles. So that's about it. A crash course in automotive chemicals. Take a minute when there's a break in traffic to study this complex and very profitable aisle in your store. Read the labels to improve your knowledge. You'll be glad that you did.